Good morning. I was about to say welcome back. It feels like this show started last year. We're still here. How are you guys doing? Good morning.
Hey.
And welcome to Your World Thursday edition. My name is Mikali.
And my name is Zunilu. But your soundtrack. Hey! Yeah, the heart was doing the
Right?
thing. Yeah, the thing.
They have perfected the art of making you just want to. Yani nataka tu isinipite, lazima nione.
Yes. Yeah. Nani out tunaongelea? Who are we talking about this morning?
Today. Let me do. So
on
now,
Trending Thursday.
Of course, you know it's something that's trending. Of course, if it's a Thursday and you're on your world, then you know it's going to be something trending. And this is so nostalgic for me because I first watched Shuga 1900. Wacha miaka tusiseme. Natafuta kazi na nimesema naweza kaa Yanga wakinipaka makeup vizuri naweza. Yeah. We're talking about MTV Shuga, and we have the cast, crew, writer, producer, like tumeleta juicy.
It's a whole, it's
on the
it's
show
whole,
today.
Today.
Yeah.
And we want to go deeper into understanding the story and the impact of, I want to say storytelling, the impact of film on society, because I was doing my reading, and they said through MTV Shuga, more young people actually went to test for HIV. Like the numbers actually increased. So really, that goes to say the power, you know, that it holds. And we want to dig deeper into understanding the societal issues and what we're experiencing and how they come in to sort of like fix those societal issues, but also highlight
and create awareness and also make it look cool for you to just be able to go in there and get checked. So the thing is, back then, 19 yes. Shuga then, it talked about things that were not able to have conversations. It was like, oh my God, wamefanya nini eti? So to see that the same trend continues and that we learned from them, and then they're breaking those. Hatutaongelelea here, tutafanya hivi kwa sababu sijui kuna regulations gani. We are those people.
About those things. Yes. So that is what we want to talk about this morning right here on Your World on Trendy Thursday. So as per usual, the conversation is not just ours, it is ours. Okay? Like ours, sisi wote. And we have a question. We have a very simple question this morning. Before you even meet our guest this morning, because like we said, it's a fully packed show this morning right here on Your World. So swali nini.
This is me trying to get the question, Winnie. I'm just like, I hope she keeps talking. I hope she keeps going because it's somewhere in here.
I can keep talking.
Okay, I got it.
Go.
Would you date someone mainly because they support you financially?
I feel like that's like an obvious answer. But
why or why not? Winnie, we already know your answer right now. We are judging you. So just give us the why or why not, okay? But anyway, so the question again is, would you date someone mainly? Your part your question will come is out. Mainly because they support you financially. Why? Or why not?
That's a very good question. MTV Kenya across all borders, how you can reach us, or better yet, use our new WhatsApp number. I know 0769 570 7something. I think after we show 777, okay?
We can't even save you on this one. It's a new number, guys. We're trying. We really are trying.
Yeah, but it will be on your screen, okay? So use it and tell us, would you mainly date someone who supports you financially, why or why not, okay? But as you prepare for your feedback, let's meet our guest for the day. Enough of us talking, okay?
Yes.
Let's introduce our guest. Who do we have? As per usual.
Yep. That's where we start, guys. Starting from Winnie's immediate left, you have the series producer, Dina Mwende. Welcome to the show. Lovely to have you. Na nasikia ni welcome back home. Mwende watuambia welcome back home. Umetembea kwa hizi streets za...
Bora tusiseme miaka.
But I know you can just say how long ago.
How long ago?
More than 20 years ago, I was here.
Really?
This is what I tell you about Kambas, Winnie. We age gracefully. Us guys, this is...
Right? No. I was expecting that 5 years ago.
Wow.
now utatupatia secret behind the nyuma ya tent ile tent ya blue. Sindio, karibu sana. Really good. I love your hair. It looks really beautiful. Karibu sana.
Right next to dinner we have Matthew Ngoge. Welcome to the show. Who's an actor as well. Tumekuona huku kwa ma TV tu kila mahali left. We've used your picture at some point on a show that
No.
Okay. Not
okay, I was about to say
no, but with consent. When I tell you who, then you will know. With consent. Okay. Nice to meet you, Matthew.
Nice to meet you.
Now your brain is on overdrive. Trying to figure out who is that person and why.
And then next to Matthew, we have the director, Janet Chumba. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you. See, Tonya, to imagine, because we're going to see. Let's just see. Yes.
Yay! Oh, that looks really nice.
That looks really good.
The way she's like Mimi Atasna.
Yeah. Lovely to have you. Last but not least, we have actress Mwende Kingori. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you. Hata haukai zile vitu unafanya uko kwa ninino, lakini ni sawa.
Like, what did I do? What do you mean?
Welcome to the show. Lovely to have you guys.
Yeah.
Karibuni. Huku tunahangingia out too.
Yeah. It's usually madness, but fun. Good madness, okay? Good vibes, yeah, good vibes. But can we just talk about, first of all, the show? Let's understand, because like we said, we're just going beyond the title, of the show, but really getting to understand the impact that it has on the society and whatnot. Tuanze director, tuanze producer. Nani anajisikia open the floor for us? We leave it open here. Who wants to go first? Do you want to go first?
Mwenye amekaa karibu na teacher.
You've been nominated. Go.
Okay. So when we talk about the impact of Shuga, we cannot not talk about the thing that Mwikali was talking about when Shuga came first.
Yes.
It was pushing the envelope of conversations that were meant to be had, but because of many reasons, being cultural, family, religion, whatever it is, and just also some subjects being taboo, we were not able to talk about the things we were going, that were going in our lives as young people. And Shuga came to do that. It was a bit of a, what is this? How dare they? But here we are. Many years later, now Shuga has returned season 2, and it has come actually with more knowledge than back then, because then a lot of things have changed, and as you can see in the world, now the world is hot. Things are changing so fast. The young people are going through so much, including also the families and the community and the societies and the institutions as well. So the question is, who is going to hold the young people's hand in a place where everything is burning, and in a place where everyone is occupied, just trying to sort their lives. So that is what we are here to do as Shuga, not to dictate or to do messaging shows that talk to them, like talk down to them or preach, but a show that reflects what the lives they live in reality, without glossing it or without fear.
Okay.
Yes, just holding
pressure in a crease. Pressure in a crease.
Would you say that the same kind of pressure and pressure in terms of how society would look at the content and question it and be like, who are these people? Who do they think they are? Did that happen as well with the comeback of Shuga? Or were we okay now we are open and having this conversation which wasn't as bad?
Anyway, just like when it's doing a comparison of then versus now, because now it seems people are a little bit more open. Kitambo watu wakikiss kwa TV mnafanya hivi, but now some parents can sit and and so just doing the comparison between then and now.
We've come a long way. We've come a long way, but as much as the more we've come a long way, the more we are getting used to some stuff, the more new things are coming. We're talking about issues to do with the complexity, even with the agency of leadership, let's say, for example, the futures, economic empowerment of the youth. It's getting darker, if you ask me, from everywhere in the world. So as much as we're also getting to adapt, the thing is being pushed a little bit further. Hence why we need shows like this. There's stuff to do with identity, for example, belonging, status, mental health. Those are big things that, however much we're coming closer to them, they keep moving a little bit further down.
And the challenges of becoming new. I also want to hear from the director, still on the same question. Then versus now, do you feel the conversation are becoming easier to have, or the challenges are different? So then there's a different challenge when it comes to addressing some of these complexities that she's talked about.
Well, I'll pick easier, because then, given the timeliness of what's happening like in the society now. Because then if we're talking about issues of consent, it's something we are seeing every day online, you know. We are talking about at least knowing the status, and you know, right now, like the last poll, when we knew how many new infections are in the country. And I find it is very timely, because right now the sort of themes that are in the show are like happening in the moment. So then it's very relatable for our audience. And the good thing that we've done is that we've just, like Dina said, we've not made it preachy. What we've done is try to make it lived in. It's about the character. It's not about what's happening to them. So then, yes, we're handling consent, but how are we handling that consent? So then it's not like, this is the topic, here is the message. The message sort of finds you. You reflect later, like, okay, that was interesting. So then it's about the times that we are in, and how it sort of just integrates into the show.
Make it make sense now.
Oh,
interesting.
That's really nice. For the actors, Matthew and Wendy, I'd like to just find out first why you guys just called them and you auditioned. Just checking. Just checking. Because it was a big deal. The auditions was such a big deal. It was like an event by itself. And the pressure of just being in that space. First of all, with the audition, we are just being told, these are the judges. And then it's going to be a few days of just auditioning. And then there's dream, shortlist, and all of that. But how was that for you, and how did you prepare for this? Because even from the audition bit of it, you know, this is not just any other kind of show. This is big. This is... How did you prepare for that, Matthew?
Well, let me tell you. The pressure that was there with MTV Shuga. Let me tell you. Kwanza vile walijianika online. Advertising, yo, we're coming up with this show. Shuga is coming back. These are the judges. So, of course, utakuwa na pressure. And my friends were like, hey, Mateo, I think you need to do the physical audition. Don't do the online one. You need to be present. You need to showcase your raw talent in front of the judges. So I think 1,500 people auditioned, and the auditions were held at University of Nairobi. And there was a long line, and there were 3 stages. The first stage, you had to perform your monologue. The second stage, you had to perform in front of Brian Ogola and Becky. And the third stage, you had to perform now in front of the senior producers and the writers and whatnot. So they were really, really very careful and intentional. They knew who they wanted, and they gave each and every single person a chance. So it was very fair. Hakuna cha, ayo. So I hear you. No, it was very, very fair.
And that's a good thing. We do not want to rush you into and then we start telling you, okay. Watch out to lipe bills. And then when we come back from the break, we'd want to hear from you as well. How was that experience? Because you were like, Auntie, do you want to go there? So let's take a break, and then when we come back, we also want to hear from you as well. And also, just after getting the role, how does the role resonate with you, okay? And do you feel the pressure to... It's a lot of things, okay? Watch out to take a break. When we come back from the break, we also want to hear from you as far as the question of the day, and that is, would you date someone mainly
ndio nini? Because they support you financially. Why or why not? MTV Kenya on all of our social media platforms. We will be right back after this break. Welcome back. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Absolutely feel you. Karibu sana to your world. Yani leo ni Trendy Thursday.
Yes.
And I feel like we need to probably hurry up because time inaenda na tuna vitu vingi vya kusema. Lakini pia tunataka utuambie.
Yes.
Kwa Kiswahili, utamkubali huyo mtu hasa kwa sababu ya hela zake. Awe nawe. The end, Winnie.
I can't even help you.
Mbona au mbona sio? Thank you, Jackso. Would you date someone mainly because they support you financially? Why or why not? Would you date someone mainly because they support you financially? Why or why not? That's the question we're asking you today. MTV Kenya. Kila mahali.
Yeah, I'm sure there's someone who's confused. It's like, what are you talking about? We can't surely. But that's the question of the day. We'll be looking at your feedback in just a second. But just in case you're tuning in right now, today we're looking at MTV Shuga, Mashariki.
Yes,
yes. And we're looking at the impact that it has, and not just the drama series in itself, but the impact of film and storytelling in creating change. Because again, like we said, ukiangalia then and now, there's a lot of things that have changed over time.
Yeah.
In terms of either participation from the young people to young people actually airing their voices and being part of a conversation that needs to be part of, but also at the same time just demystifying some of those taboos and whatnot, that the things that we would not speak about, but they're speaking about, through the show. So it's an amazing conversation we're having this morning. But kabla tuende break, kulikuwa na mmoja ule alikuwa anasema ngojeni kwanza nikapumue kidogo. Kwa sababu hiyo swali umeuliza.
Jamani mwende. Audition zilikufanyia nini? What happened?
I don't know. I don't know about Matthew, like in the extent of how big MTV Shuga was to him in his mind. Because for me, when MTV Shuga, the first one, when it came out, I was young. I think I was like 9.
Child, you mean?
Yeah, I was a child. But I knew who Lupita was. Like, there was that standard. There were standard people we knew and would want to be like them.
Yeah.
So for me, it was, wait, hold up. Am I going to audition the same show that Lupita's ever been? I was so scared. I remember I was number 28 and I went on the first day, like on Friday. And I reached there, people were so many and it was just 8 in the morning. I'm like, mliamka sangapi, guys? But it was the 3 stages. I remember like the first stage was you do a monologue, the second stage. And entering the second stage and I entered that room and I saw bright. Actually, moving to the second stage was like crazy because I remember when we were outside, the people who went to the first stage would tell you, Peter Kawa is in the room. Who is in the room? Like they tell you, it's crazy and it's strictly 1 minute. Okay, it's 1 minute, bell in a renew, you get out. It was so strict, like it was so strict. So I remember going to the second stage, you choose a character, and at that time, because again the characters were like 20s, maybe 18, 19, but for me, like now the character I went for was like 16, and that day I wasn't dressed like a 16-year-old.
Okay.
So I was so like, will they see what they need to see?
Yeah.
So by the time you go to the last room, mlikuwa mnaekwa kwa waiting room.
Okay.
So mnakuja mnaambiwa A028 go home, A016 next room. Hey, I'm telling you, it was crazy. We were entering that room, but then even if you know each other, you don't know each other. I don't know you. You're not my competitor. Everyone is praying and then you just go to the final room. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then after now going to the final room, now there was the first callback, second callback, screen testing, chemistry testing. No! Auditions were like almost a month. It was crazy.
I'm just curious, was it your first?
No. I had done other shows before. I'd done other auditions. But this was like my first intense audition, like proper, like it was properly done. Like I tell people, everyone who is in Shuga worked for it. None of us just stepped into it. Like we seriously worked for it. Because even those callbacks were crazy. You'd go and you'd be told, Lorena would just tell you, thank you for coming.
With a smile.
Thank you. But it was a nice experience because at least we felt respected also as actors. I don't know about Matthew, but we felt respected. Like, actually, like our jobs are being respected. Like, just not anyone can do it.
And you've been selected not because you know someone, because
you have to be talented. There's something you're bringing to the table. You aren't just given this job.
So
it was nice. I understand the but as a producer, what was this for? Because we've done other auditions locally, tuko huku na mavipindi tukifanya tu left right center, tunaitiwa saa ingine tu nilikuona ukiact kama mama, utakuja ukwe mama kwa hii ingine kwa shosho, you can graduate. But what were you looking for? What was the thought process of that in terms of even relating that with the kind of story that you want to tell the world, or probably the longevity of the project?
I hope you can hear me with this big mic.
Yes.
But for MTV Staying Alive Foundation, the way we approach in terms of, because by that time I was working with MTV Staying Alive Foundation as associate producer. The way we look at the people who are in the room is not just who can do it, is who are they representing? Is it a show for young people? The young people need to be in the room. Is it a show for women? How many women are in the room? Also in terms of capacity building, when we talk about talent, we want to just go picking the people who have been in the industry for long, or big names, and then we forget about the upcoming or someone who has a talent who can actually carry the role. So it's a mix of all those things, just being very intentional about the people in the room, the journey they get to walk with you, so that they see the purpose of the work that we are doing. Because as Janet will tell you and everyone else here, it's not just on the auditions only or talent sourcing, it's also in the production. It's in the development, as you will get to hear from Arnold later, in the writing room. Very intentional about every step, in a way that there's thought process into it. You don't just wake up and go like, oh, we need to air tomorrow, we need to shoot the day before tomorrow, and stuff like that. So it's a capacity building, making sure that we give opportunity for other people also who have never been, and chances are if they do not get the opportunity, they'll never get to be in the room to be part of something big. And also to have representation with talent from different sides, because Shuga is not for Nairobi people only. It's not only for black people or tall people or whatever, it's for everyone. And that's something that we intentionally bring on the table.
I see. And Matthew, just to bring you in now, so fine, we Peter the intense. We are auditions. We are in. Okay. And then considering the success of the first season, and now you've been tasked, and probably you will tell us a little bit about your role, but you've been tasked with this role to communicate to the people out there. So it's not just about you, it's about the people who will be watching, and will they resonate with what you're saying or how you're delivering. How big of a pressure was it? Like, did you feel that pressure, and how did you prepare actually for that role to really communicate to the people out there who are watching and creating impact at the same time?
I'll agree. There was a lot of pressure because you are tasked in being part of a project that was once a legacy, and now you have to continue on with that legacy. So when I got the call from Lorella that, you've booked the role, you're doing Eric, it was exciting. It was on my birthday. So it was good news. And I really wanted to be intentional with this character, and I wanted to stick to the messaging and the main purpose of MTV Shuga Mashariki, and represent these people authentically. Well, for the ones who watched, I'm playing Eric, and he is new into this world of Nkare. He's a teenager, he's a first year freshman in this world, and he's trying to navigate. He's coming of age, he's learning his clicks, he's learning what he can on the way, of course, and of course kuna pressures are nyumbani, babake hawaelewani, and these are some of the challenges that young people are going through.
Most people will actually
so I had to do my research, and of course acting is a collaborative effort. The whole production, you have to ask questions and really get feedback from your directors, producers. What is the intention? What message are we trying, so that we can collectively move as a train instead of watu kuchukua bits and bits pale itakuwa confusing. So
Are there parts about Eric that you're like, hey, Eric ni mimi and mimi ni Eric?
Same thing. I resonate with Eric, and I'm glad I'm playing this role at my age, because age yangu na yake hazijatengana sana. So the challenges that he's going through, I am feeling them as fresh as he's feeling them. So I'm happy. It would have been a challenge if maybe like I was 30 and I look like 18 and I'm trying to...
like, I don't resonate. Janet, as a director, and your portfolio, the first day I met her, whoever introduced me to her, instead of just going with the name, unajua nini amefanya akafanya mbona haumjui, you know what I mean? And you have quite the portfolio, but then there's also the being able to tell this story as a director, because they can come with their lines, their emotions and everything, but you're in charge of what really goes on air and what directions they take on set. How easy or difficult was it for you to just to merge the two and not probably be able to carry apa na leta hapa pengine, you know what I mean?
Well, for Shuga, just coming in from the onset, we call them messaging shows. So then, you know, sometimes we've been doing dramas where people, auntie doesn't like uncle, and that's it. So the way you relate to that in message is up to you. But then here we try to narrow it down to having people understand what we are trying to say. So then it's really, really grounded in the characters. So it's about portraying characters that people can see themselves as. And you know, that's really different from just doing a normal drama, because when you're doing like a soap opera, people will like Alejandro, people will not. But then we want people to like Eric. Eric is a boy who's made a mistake. This is the reason why he's done this. This is how he grew up. This is his psyche. And these are people in our society. So relate with Eric, you understand? So then as a director, the trick isn't just trying, like I said, it's not a topic. It's just humanizing our characters, because the writers have done a good job in terms of like the narrative. So then it's about humanizing just script to screen and making sure those two details, because then what separates like a normal soap opera character and like an MTV Shuga character is the details. Like the relatability that we want our audiences to feel when they watch our characters. So as a director, it's just those nuances that sort of separates like a normal drama to what MTV Shuga sort of embodies.
And still on messaging, because again, when you look at some of these topics that you tackle, we talked about HIV and AIDS, consent, you know, dating, social media, slave culture, like all these topics, right? These are conversations that we have on a day-to-day basis. But when we talk about messaging and how we need this, you know, whatever it is that we're trying to communicate out there, it reaches the people who it's intended to. How different was it in terms of approaching how the messaging would get to the people? Because like I said, when you look at then versus now, even the way we communicate with each other, it has changed over time.
It starts with the writing, because the writers have made the scenarios not feel preachy, or like this now we are talking about HIV AIDS. Do you have AIDS? So it's not like that. You do like a nice salaton and coffee. There are a couple, one of them is, you know, has the disease. Is it a disease or whatever? Is it called a disease? It is. Messaging, So you guys, and we can see they want to be together, and now through coffee we get to find out that you can go and do the prep, and then this still can happen, and they can get pregnant, and you know, that sort of thing, as opposed to just telling people, you have AIDS, start there. No.
You will die.
And then what we do is that the character that even is representing this is like the MVP in school. So then he's someone the like audience identifies with.
And then
so it's true, the writers did really a good job, and then the characters sort of just tell the story as opposed to just dealing with our topic or our theme.
There was a lot of intentionality, I think, from the onset, from the writing, from coming up with the idea, and even just launching MTV Shuga back into the market. So I don't know if it follows through all the way, even during shooting days. Do we have workshops? How do we help probably actors to get onto that, or to understand that it's not regular? We are pushing a certain message. This scene has this. Do we work around it first? And this is coming from someone who's majorly on stage and not on screen. But is there like rehearsals and stuff like that to just understand the vision?
Because they're heavy topics.
It's very,
and you're not just
heavy.
acting because it's a gig. No, but there's a bigger purpose.
There's a bigger purpose.
That
it's not uncle loves auntie.
You know? I'm curious to hear from you, and then we'll come to you. One day.
I think one of the things that I really enjoyed before we even started shooting was the preparation that we were taken through. Like, we had rehearsals. I remember for season 1, we did a whole like workshop, like a 3-day workshop, where it was being done by Caro coaches. She's the one who was taking us through it. We did exercises. We got to know each other, because most of us, yes, we're in the same industry, but we've never like worked together. So I think being able to meet before we started shooting really helped us a lot, because we went through the scripts like every episode. There's a day the writers came and they told us like what they had behind their mind when they were writing that episode, what they thought about it. There's a day directors came, they told us about the vision that they have about our characters, how they'd want us to break down our characters, how they'd want us to interact with our characters and all. And then we did season 1, and then now before we started shooting season 2, we still did rehearsals. We had days where we met as actors. We were taken through some really dope stuff. Like we were in safe hands. Like that's what I'd say. Like I'd tell, like we did a whole team building. Like honestly speaking, I've never been in a production where you do team building.
Inakwanga kamna lines zako kushoot twende home
team building. Like we even got to know like ule anakwanga competitive when it comes to games. Hakuna urafiki. I remember there's a time we even forgot we were friends. It was it was crazy. But yeah, I think it's really helped. Like the preparation process, it really helped. It was really, really, really needed, because also for some of us, when you're in such a project, imposter syndrome kicks in very quick. You ask yourself after you do everything. When you move, you're like, why did I move? And then you ask Chumbe, do I look good doing that one? And Chumbe is like, trust me, you just do it. I'm like, but what if it doesn't look normal? Or what if, like there's a lot of that. But being taken through the preparation process, and even before we did scenes, the directors would like tell us, these are the number of shots I want to do. This is where I'd put you. Let's do a dry run. We do a dry run where, even the crew, pia wao anajiamini. Cinematographer anajiamini, anajua this is what I'm doing. To sound anajua this is where I'll place the boom. So there was a lot of, it was a safe space. I'd call it that. There was room to grow. There was room to be an imposter. There was room to question yourself.
And that's okay.
It was nice. It was really nice.
But I think the same question to you did as
the
well.
intentionality. Oh, she's just listening and going like, we did all that. That is me, guys. We did that.
But also considering the fact that these are heavy topics. These are not what you said, anti-hits and whatnot. Yeah, these are really heavy topics that sometimes you might need some bit of support, either professional, or not.
Let me tell you, and you can see my eyes.
Yes, I can see that.
I'm just listening to Mwende talk, and I'm like, yo.
That's heavy.
When we begin to talk about, especially how we approach season 2 for MTV Shuga Mashariki, we can talk about it the whole day. But I'll sum it like this. The same way when they are said, we met and with what I'd say, because I'm working with She Moves Africa, which is my company producing season 2, working with MTV Staying Alive Foundation, and they were really intentional about what they wanted. And from my end as well, I was like, I've been in the industry for a minute. There are things that they've been paining me. I would like to see them done differently. And what a better way to start if I am here, I can attempt, if at all. And then sold the idea to MTV Staying Alive Foundation, and they were like, you know what, let's go for it. We happen to be on the same wavelength, that I would say. And what is this wavelength? It's the bit where like Mwende is talking and Janet, where duty of care and creativity can exist on the same table. Because times are tough. I keep going to that. I don't know if I'm the only one.
No, you are not.
I keep going to that because in the industry that we work in, and especially in East Africa, in Kenya, there's so much that has been happening. We are churning so many films. We are churning so many artistic work. But we are forgetting ourselves. We are forgetting about the cast, welfare. We are forgetting about the crew who are toiling day in, day out. We are forgetting about ourselves as people as well. We are forgetting about the stories that we are telling. How are we holding space for them? Not just, 30 minutes episode.
And then that's it.
We are done. Give me my money. It's about what do we want to do? What's the intention? What's the purpose of this show? It's to inform, to educate, to entertain, but at the same time to actually tell someone who is watching Matthew to go like, I can see I'm going through the same problems as Matthew, mental health problems. Have you pointed me to a counselor or a wellness center where maybe services are free or some accessible? Can I see myself in Matthew? I will go for that service. That is the complete journey. But then it doesn't start until where we get to go, and I think you'll get to hear more of that when you talk to Arnold in the next session. It doesn't start until the point where we are not just creating shows as writers in the rooms. We are doing research as a foundation. We are going to the people, seeing really the rawness of the things they are going through. Not just in Nairobi, but also in the rural areas, in Siaya, in Bondo, in Makueni, you know, just so we can talk to the people, see what they are going for, and that is what we bring to the writing rooms. And when we write, we make sure there are also young people in the writing rooms as well, so that there is nothing without us for us. You cannot go on writing my shows if I'm not involved, you know? And once we get done with that, we take back to them before we wave shoot. That's why I said we can talk about this process for a while. Before Mwende and Matthew do a 1 month audition or 3 months audition, the writing process, the development process has taken like so long, and then it's very intentional about it, and we don't take the messages or the scripts to the young people at the end as consumers. We make sure they are part of the process. And also, now that is just the script bit. When we come now to Janet and the rest of the crew, what we did in season 2, we went like, oh, we can listen from what we did in season 1. We celebrate our wins, and we see where we didn't get right, and we will elevate that together with SAF, MTV SAF, with the director's crew, with myself, and that is what we did. Janet has not told you about was it 1 month or 2 months we were together in one long table like that one, just reading all the scripts, just going like, this line doesn't sound right. No, this script is not good. You'll ask Arnold about it later. It was not fun. It was not fun then, but out of that painful process, because we got to take this feedback back to SAF, and they actually went like, okay, we are listening, and we are going to do something about it. And that's how they went back and gave us brilliant scripts, which is the show that we have.
Oh, I see.
Now when we go back to production now, we are looking at, we promised each other duty of care. How can we take care of ourselves, take care of the story, make sure that if it is, let's say, a story of someone living with HIV, is it well represented? Without just the,
talking about it and then moving on.
So some of those things now, that's when we went in the production, and we have a great script, yes, but how can we handle this heavy content and be okay by the time we are done? That's why now with She Moves Africa, I was like, let's have a psychosocial support on set for the crew, for the cast.
For the cast as well.
And we were able, and you'll be surprised. It's something that, to me, I've always wished, but I didn't know it's possible. Because they need money, that needs money, needs time, needs a lot of intention, and also just thinking outside the box. And you'll be surprised how many cast or crew, including myself, were able to take breaks to go to the psychosocial support room and just stay there, play games, eat some chocolates, talk if you want, talk not.
Right? Like the one sweet.
Ati kuna nini kwa hiyo room, guys?
But I also want to go back to messaging again, and probably you've answered this in during the conversation, that these are very sensitive subjects that you're touching. So how do you bring it out, and probably even the actors would talk about it, how do you bring it out in a way that, yes, it's sensitive, it's empathetic, but you're also trying to communicate something? But watch out to some feedback, okay, on the question, and then we'll come back and address that and so much more, okay, on the question that we're asking you this morning. Hebu jaribu the Kiswahili tena again.
Swali tunakuuliza leo ni kwamba would you date someone? Would you date someone mainly because they support you financially? Why or why not? That's the question we're asking you. Do we look at the feedback now, Jackson, or after the break?
We can do like 1 or 2, right?
We can do, okay.
Whatever WhatsApp, WhatsApp, yes.
Sema, of course. Yes. Why not? Watu wana cheat na wenye wako na pesa. Ndio usi-cheat, si utafute huyo ako na pesa tu. Alafu hiyo specs, Mary, are we safe? Ama unatu... Are you talking about me, guys? Surely, mimi achaneni na huo msee. Ni safe. Winnie, why are you laughing at me? Is it specs ziko safe, guys? It's your record.
Oh my days.
I was like,
guys, nini wadidi?
Nini si wase wapoa?
Haya.
Oh God.
No, I wouldn't mainly date someone because they provide for me financially. This is because as a man, it is our nature to provide fully, and mostly we don't enjoy the idea that we get dependent on someone else. Since from childhood as men, we are taught to provide and not vice versa. A question to the entire panel plus host. Would you love someone who loves you entirely or someone who understands you fully? Oh, this is a good question. Would you love someone who loves you entirely or someone who understands you fully? Because sometimes they don't come in the same package.
Yo.
That's a really good question.
Umesema tu nini?
Amesema sasa tukue wa deep, tufikirie, introspect and all those things.
Huyo anasema, yes, I will love someone who supports me financially because there is no single day I lack. Besides of disappointments, I'd rather cry in Dubai, baby, than in Gelorai 44. Okay.
Yes.
Agi from Nyeri says, for me, yes, I can date someone who supported me financially because this person cares about my well-being and that's why he invested in me.
Do you know what? Do you know what I was telling you at you? Oh, but that's straightforward. Ni because ni you invest.
Hello, I would love the segment to interview one of the Manganya culture, one being a lady driver in that industry and one of the biggest 14 sisters. Please,
we would actually
send us more information, numbers if you can, and then we'll have them on the show.
Really love that.
For sure. Winnie Launa.
Hello, great people. We really appreciate you. Please help my daughter. Just cleared her secondary school education, and she's been telling me that she's interested in acting. Which course can she apply for to help nurture her talent, and which colleges offer the training? Thanks much. Okay. Watatuambia. Tuko na watu hapa watatuambia.
Watatuambia what we need to do where.
Yeah. Hiya. Good morning, Winnie and the panelists. For me, I cannot date someone because of financial support, because love and support are two different things. What? Are you ready to refund when you cross paths? Oh, very shameful.
Your world storytelling, reality behind the glamour is super interesting today. Proud of the entire panel. We have young souls taking over from us. Congratulations.
Yay! Ati anaitwa nani? Kenneth Ambani.
Kenneth Ambani.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, Kenneth.
Yes.
Really lovely to hear from a veteran.
Right?
Yes.
Watch out in the break. There's so much to come on the other side of the break. But if you have questions as well for them, feel free to engage with us. Like we said, that's MTV Kenya across all board on our digital platforms or the new WhatsApp number. Okay? We'll see you after the break.
Oh goodness, welcome back.
Debates.
Yani, watu wa WhatsApp wametuliza swali ngumu. Ni ngumu ama iko na N ama ina N? Ngumu. Ni ngumu.
Leo nakwambia the cow is coming out.
Right?
Welcome back to the show. Storytelling is the focus of conversation today, and we're having MTV Shuga Mashariki cast and producer and director and writer and all the amazing people, okay, who took part in making this messaging. You said messaging. Si serious too. Na si drama too.
Wako na my intentions.
Yeah, hapo daddy. No, the question that we're asking you this morning is very simple. Would you
date someone mainly?
Hey, because they support you financially, why or why not? Facebook, Maureen Eshimuli anasema, yes, money always cleans my heart.
Oh.
Yes. Hey. And then mwingine anasema if you want to dance twist songs nicely, hold each other's hands. There's a message behind that. Behind this message, yeah. And then mwingine anasema Silas Wangela anasema, that's the trend nowadays. No money, no love.
Oh. Okay.
Haya. Jasfine Mutanu anasema, no, everyone should have their own money. Please and thank you. Aya. Mwingine anasema, Paul Nganga ama Nganga. Yeah, anasema, that's sacrifice, of course. Yeah. Okay. So mainly. Support me, because why not? Okay. Daniel Munyawa anasema, but it wouldn't end well. Nani alisema? It will not end well.
When unataka kutuambia answer yako sahi.
Sasa, you know when you ask the question, alafu hukusema mainly. Me was like, yeah, but that's obvious. I mean, if you want to support me, you support me. I mean, I can support myself.
Yes,
but if you want to support
it.
me, you support me.
Yeah.
Mimi nilisema hii mwaka I am not choosing struggle. We are not doing that anymore.
No, we are not.
So if you want to support me financially, because why not? I am just a girl. And I like good things. And I like nice things. So support me.
Acha niwaambie. On live television, Winnie ameweka CV nje. Yes, please.
Mimi
at Winnie Lubembe.
Yes.
On all social media platforms.
Yeah, mom is watching like, oh, you need to raise. You know,
no, it's fine, mom.
But
it's fine.
If you want to, Mimi says kata. I will not say no.
Yeah. I mean, what is the alternative? That to struggle.
No.
No.
To me refuse.
No.
To me refuse.
Yeah. To Rudy.
So it might not be mainly.
Yes.
But why not?
Okay.
You, what's yours? Because you're putting me on the hot seat. I didn't see a joke.
I'm sorry. Acha nijibu ile ya kwanza, ile ya fully loves you, fully understands you.
You're not cheating.
No, there was a lot of discussion here, and mine was love me fully and understand me fully. First love me and then you'll understand me. But then they made me understand that if they understand you fully with all your quirks and everything, then they will love you. They have taken you as you are. Wamekuwa understand.
Understanding takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of work and intentionality to fully understand someone.
Yeah.
Then once you fully understand them, you will learn how to love them.
Oh.
I'm curious to hear what they have to say. They're just looking at us.
This question is definitely tied into what is happening at MTV Shuga, Mashariki.
Yeah.
So, are we saying we're okay? I mean, we're just highlighting that it's happening in society. What are we saying? What is the message?
Yeah.
You can go, Matthew. It's fine. There's no particular order.
I guess it happen in society.
Questions
are being asked.
Yeah.
Vitu niko hapa nikijiambia ningekuwa dem hata mimi ni support you financially.
Even women are supporting
really?
The men. Yes. Because women are doing very well. Women are doing very well nowadays. So
Anti-waharia.
Not necessarily.
Gen Zs wanafanya?
Gen Zs were supporting for men. Okay.
Yeah. No, kuna Gen Zs wanna support men.
I'm just saying, but I think it goes with what you just mentioned, the fully understanding.
Yeah.
Because I need to fully understand that.
Why I'm supporting you.
Why am I supporting you?
Why am I investing?
Yes.
Why am I investing?
I cannot invest in anything.
Yes.
I must know who am I investing in?
Yes.
And then there's an investor alafu isikamba.
You're here.
Like invest. You see?
I don't know why
My son is psycho.
Acha tuseme tu, mambo ni mengi. Mambo ni mengi. Economic struggles are real, both sides. Yes. People have choices.
Yeah.
So acha tumalize.
Let's
make good choices.
So nyinyi ni vioo. Kwa hiyo tunajiona tu, you guys. You mentioned something in the last bit of the show before we went on a break, and you were talking about some of the things that they figured they had to sit down and see and analyze. Tulifanya aje season 1, season 2. What are some of the things that probably you had to switch up, change on strategy, delivery, optics, camera? I don't know what it is, but what are some of the things that you sat down with the team and figured out, this we need to change for sure?
Okay, so for starters, one is every time before you go to the next season, you always have to go to the previous season and see what things did we get right. Celebrate on that, celebrate the wins, but also what could we work on, and then we work on how can we elevate that, and that's what we approach in season 2. One of the things that we really worked hard on is the characters. The characters for season 2, you're not ready. Themselves, they'll tell you about it. They were not ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
You go in thinking, it's one thing, and then unafika pula, hiya. Okay.
Yeah, so the same way, just the same thing I was talking about, the complexities of ourselves as human beings. We are not just bad or good. We are not just what can we say? We are not just like I'm just your friend only. I can be your friend and still your enemy at the same time, depending on the circumstances, you know. And my intentions can be clear, can be good, but they can hurt you.
Yes.
So those are some of the things that we were really curious about in season 2, and we were like, we want to see where we left hanging in season 1, where we can go in a little bit deeper. And we went in and looked at the characters, and we were able to go back, because most of the times when you look at, let's say like Mr. Mwiga, for example, we want to judge him, but what has made him who he is? Yeah? What has the society permitted? What is the institutional thing that is cultural that has created him? When it comes to the women, let's say, for example, in the story, what have they been struggling with forever that has curated who they are today? The same way us, we've been curated. We're a product of our society, our upbringing, and our circumstances. So those are some of the things that we dared go deep in season 2, and it's because our characters as well, our audience, also are living in the same. The same questions you're asking today about love and economic empowerment. Are you using me? Am I, am I understanding you? Those are the same questions that have made us to go into Shuga season 2 with so much intentionality, to look at the characters, look at their worlds, look at what story are we telling, not just for messaging, but how can we hold them with some care, with some empathy. Can I sympathize? Can I empathize with someone, however much I can see they are doing something bad? Something drove them to that or something, you know? When the youth are doing stuff, alternative ways of earning a living, who are we to judge them, let's say, for example? And if we are judging them, how are we supporting them? You know,
this is how you judge alternative ways of earning. It's not hustling. This is alternative ways. Let's get the messaging right. I'd like to also understand, I think, from the actors as well, and we'll start with you, Matthew. What was the most difficult thing to do? Season 1, season 2. What was that scene? What was that?
The one that made me away.
Question whether I really want
to. Well, I guess my character as a whole is something that you judge from the get-go. Because it's not something that you want to do, and he's not very that of a likable character. But the one thing that you learn as an actor is to not judge your character and really understand where they're coming from. Because their decisions are intentional, their decisions are based off of the society as well. What molds them to be what they are is a reflection of what the society they grew up in is like. And that is exactly what you represent with your character. So I feel like there was this scene in the very last episode of season 1, for those who've watched, where Eric does some questionable things. Unfortunately, he unalives 2 victims. That was a very difficult scene for me, because I really treat human life as sacred, and it's not something that can just be disposed. And seeing that through Eric and really trying not to judge him and really understand where he's coming from was difficult. But I'm glad I had a team behind me that really supported me, really helped me understand how to take on this journey and tell this message, because it's real and it's true and it's something that people are experiencing in real life. And that's why we are all here.
Were you scared at some point? Because we, as heavy consumers of film, we see you analyzing someone, we hate you. And then we can go back and go streets, we're like,
still, the hate is real.
You know?
For us, the hate is real.
It's like this one. So were you scared, and how are you able to navigate that?
I was very much scared. And MTV Shuga Mashariki now, like, I'm in the limelight. Everyone is seeing me. Like, I'm from where you're invisible to now where you're being seen. And you're not being seen as someone likable. You're being seen as someone who is because there was this one time I was walking in the streets and a couple of boys, not boys, guys, man, I don't know. They called me out and they were like, I know you. You what you did to those girls, you. And I was like, what? Na saizo nimevaa cap, nimevaa mask, na curious huwezi onekana. They spotted me from afar. But I guess that sends a message. It shows that people are actually watching, they're relating, they're seeing the journey, and they're learning something from that. Because there's this advice I was given by my Swahili teacher, and she was like, the best lesson you can learn is from someone else. You really don't have to wait for life to teach you. You can look through someone else's life and learn from their consequences and avoid making the decisions that make them go that way. Or take up their actions and be like, okay, this is something good and it resulted to something good, so I can do that instead. So they're learning from us, and MTV Shuga is all about that, for the youth to see us and learn from our characters' mistakes and avoid some of the decisions they've made.
That they can. I think Vanessa, have a question to you as well. You know, in terms of, hey, that one scene where you question your entire life.
I think for me, my character Nilai is 16 years old, and I'm a bit far from 16.
Really? Gosh, you look.
I'm a bit. I'm not saying far, but it's. Hey, I'm a siko karibu, and then and then you see for Nilai, she represents a very huge number of girls who are going through something that, lack of a better word, I don't go through it. She was in season 1. She was to be married off to an old man, and it's because of poverty and everything. She's orphaned. Her brother has AIDS. She's already she had struggles that were unfamiliar
to her.
So I think for me, my biggest struggle was, I didn't have that specific scene. My biggest struggle was bringing it out, and for that girl who's Nilai, maybe in Narok, maybe in where, you know, has to see that that's me, and has to be like, oh, like, if Nilai did that, I should be able to do it. But you see, it's not easy, it coming out, if you're someone who's gone to school, you've been paid for school fees, you've had mom and dad around. When you were 16, your biggest challenge was having boys to have a crush on you. Now you're dealing with a 16-year-old who her biggest challenge is, how do I get away from being given off to this man? How do I still do it and still not come out rebellious? Because Nila is such a sweetheart. She's not disobedient. How do I do it and not come out disobedient? How do I do it and not show those kids that it's okay to run away? No, I don't want to tell them it's okay to run away from home. I want to tell them it's okay to stand up, be brave, and know that even though times are hard and there's no money and you deserve to go to school.
Gosh, why did I get goosebumps just from that?
Because there's so many, because there's so many girls who we don't talk about it because we have bigger issues in this country. We don't talk about the young girls who leave school when they're 15 because they've been impregnated by someone who just buys for them sanitary towels. You know, you ask that girl, what happened? Why did you let him do it? And you're like, you want me not to get books for school?
Or sometimes we don't even ask, we judge.
You see, you start thinking about judge. You know? So I think for me, it was that I had to get into a space where I had to really go low. Like I had to really ask myself, how is that girl in wherever she is, how is she thinking? How would she portray sadness? How would she portray anger and let it not come out as disobedience? Because I was trying to tell my auntie, I was trying to even tell my uncle, don't leave me, but I don't want to make it look like I don't want you to go and look for money to support us. And then I see the things that they do for Salaton, they take him to the best university. Like he gets to go to Nairobi and he gets to experience good things because in the name of he's a man, he'll grow, he'll provide. Me, I look as someone who just produced babies.
You know, to an old man, to a whole 70-something-year-old. I don't know if you guys watched that scene. It was so uncomfortable even for me. I remember I looked at that man and I was like, what? And I'm even 16. I was like, there's a 16-year-old who's been given to such a pass in the name of money. And, you know, so it was, and then also the stigma thing about AIDS. Because Nilai has a brother who has AIDS. And I remember there are people who I've met on the streets who would ask me, kuna act aje unashika Salaton, you know, like stigma, the stigma AIDS is real in this country. It's real, it's not a joke. And I can believe there are people, maybe Salaton will tell us when he gets a chance, maybe there are people who actually think he has AIDS.
In real life.
Actually, possible.
This is very much possible.
If you are angry. You say angry at you for doing that.
So I I love the fact that my character was one of the characters that was showing that you can love someone who has AIDS. You can be there for them. Because there are times where I'd stand up for Salaton when I see my auntie treating him in a type of way. I'm even the one who'd pack his ARVs for him. I'd even tell him, tell her. Like there's a time I was telling, tell Nyokavi you have AIDS. Just tell her. We don't like being lied to. Just tell her. And you see, he told her and it went well. So I like the fact that even in the writing of this show, we've not portrayed these things as negative things, as bad things. We've portrayed them as it's normal, it happens, and it can end well. Because you see, even in season 1, when I ran away from home, I didn't have a bad ending. It gave my uncle a message that my auntie was doing this, that now, she deserves the best. And in season 2, I was taken to a really good school. Look at that.
And she's taken all of that. And I really love that, that it comes off like that, and even how personalized it is for you. There's a lot of responsibility for you, Janet, as the director with the actors and stuff. I think you're the last contact they have, like in terms of if they're on set, it's you. It's you. So in terms of even when we talk about care and shielding them, protecting them, how easy or difficult it is, because they're very intense scenes, the ones I've just talked about. What are some of the things that you have to do as a director to just probably director, heart, candle, human together to just assist them if it's silence, if it's a closed set, you know, all of those things that they might need.
And also to support yourself.
Yes.
Because you experience it.
All of it. They'll do their roll and go. You're experiencing it across board.
What's interesting is, of course, it's about collaboration. We do collaborate a lot. But before we meet the actors, us guys had like 2 months of reading the script every day. There's the writing part, and then there's the reading the script sort of every day and discussing it and making just the pitch deck for it. By the time we are meeting the actors, there's things we have in our head. So then now that's where the balance comes, because then I do have my ideas. I think Eric should look in this scene, but now the collaboration comes by just letting Matthew, because Matthew is a person. So then he also comes in with how he thought that scene is supposed to go, and then we collaborate and we discuss. And even before I met him, he sent me like a long message. This is what, I just got your number from somewhere. Like, you know, and you have to collaborate, like we have to put our thoughts together to make sure that in the end, the message is still harnessed. So then it's not me bringing my vision and Matthew bringing what he can offer, but then how do we harness those 2 things to still communicate exactly what was intended. So we collaborate a lot, we discuss a lot. We have like AI now in the story. That was a research for all of us, because have you dated an AI? No. Have you yet? And then we have to, not yet. So you know, there's like things like that are new to all of us. But then we have to sort of just make sure still the message we're trying to portray is not like after you analyze people date AI. No, like what is the process of it? You understand? And then how does that? No, you know, it's interesting. It's really interesting this season. I think that's one of the reasons why watch the show, because we also learn. We also learned through the process how that the whole, because AI is happening.
Yes, it is.
And it's in the life of our sons, our brothers. How do we then, you know, sort of make it work with like human life and storytelling and everything else?
Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Just to add on what Janet has talked about, especially when it comes to the question you've asked about the heavy scenes, especially I see. People say, oh, Shuga, mnapenda tabia mbaya. No, hatupendi tabia mbaya.
Well,
we're just representing what is happening in the society, in our homes, in the corridors, in the streets, and everything. For Janet to be able to do like most of the heavy scenes, like the intimate scenes, and this is something I'm speaking about because I think we need to catch up and get on with it. We've seen a million shows being done before. I've done shows before in Kenya where we have people making out and representing just the love part of the story, because that's part of living, right? But in terms of the duty of care, we do not put a lot, or we've not been putting a lot of intention with the cast to see how safe are they. If it's Salaton and Nyokafi having a sex scene, for example, how are they protected? How do you know that Salaton is okay with this? What is his boundary? You know, what is Nyokafi's? How are you knowing that you are not pushing the actors to do something they're not even comfortable with?
We have intimate
or something
coaches on set.
Exactly. And that's where I was coming in with Janet as the director.
Yes.
And the rest of the directors and staff supporting the system in a way that in season 1 we had IC, we call them intimate coordinators. They make sure that everyone is taken care of, especially the cast. And no, you've not had any of those scenes.
In the script, but even on set, it really helped. The session we had about safe sets. Like there was a lot of respect on set. Like even like the sound person wouldn't just unnecessarily want to mic you. Consent was a big thing.
Oh, so it's not just what you put out; it's also
how you're living.
How you're living it on set. That's beautiful. That's really, really beautiful.
I'm super proud of you guys. Is it because they're all women at the helm? Is that it? Is that it? It's an all female-led.
We know boundaries and we'll speak out for
and then the other uko inje ni machali tu ndio wako uko juu ndio wana direct ndio
you know.
Is that why?
But really, listen, we're about to go on a break, and International Women's Day is just around the corner, all right? And the theme is Give to Gain. So as a female, sort of like led production, what is it that you hope to give and the people will gain? You know, from this whole conversation. You can also talk about it. Okay. In like 2 seconds, 10 seconds each before we say goodbye to this and then invite the next.
And you're already if you're already giving, you can also you're already doing it.
Yeah, as women we lead from the heart, right? We care, we carry the community, the home, the society. However much we leave ourselves behind sometimes. So that's why we need to work together. As women, support each other. If you're not given the seat at the table, grab it. Because you deserve it.
Please. And thank you. To Kepa Patisha.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes.
We are great. Thank you so much.
Janet?
Oh, well.
William Mesema.
I'm a girl's girl though. Because then there's always been the whole misconception where they say women are their greatest enemies. And what are you saying? What are they saying? What I mean is I'm a girl's girl. And I find if women generally are girls' girl, let's just keep pulling each other up and supporting each other.
Absolutely.
Because we're breaking barriers. Using big words.
Those glass ceilings every single day. Really, really proud. When they...
For me, I think I'd just say, if there's anything you can be in this world, be kind.
Above anything else. I really love that. I really, really love that. Okay,
Matthew. You're my girls now. Get with it.
I've been privileged to grow up around women. My mom, my sisters, 2 of them. And I have like 8 of them.
Okay.
So it's been a privilege to just see how beautiful they can be and filled with love and emotional support. And I guess I love you guys.
Do you fully love us or do you fully understand us? Or both?
Both.
Before we go on a break, can we just go through feedback here and there? What's up on us, and then we transition to the next session on the question that we're asking you. Would you mainly date someone? Wait, what?
Would you date someone mainly because of their finances? I dated and moved in with financially low person. Where na ile pesa tulitafuta, he wasted all of it. I moved out sahi, unless ukona pesa I can't date you. I learned my lesson.
Once bitten.
If, hi your world. loving the show. Ask the panelists if and how they can help me in how to go about story writing. I'm really passionate about it with a million ideas, but need someone to hold my hand for guidance. Tafadhali. We have Arnold, the writer of the show, coming up in the next segment, so we might just ask him that. Tough economic living times.
Swali ngumu.
I can't say that word.
Swali ngumu.
Yeah.
Ngumu and gumu. Both one and this thing.
Yes.
To say many
Niswali la busara.
Break, and then we'll see you. Thank you guys for coming. This was so much fun. All the very best. Mutuite. Minataka kukwa
set. Oh yeah, this is a dream for her, by the way.
I have always wanted
to just be on set.
Yeah, just see what goes. Yeah. Please call me. Yeah. Since I make noise, I promise. I'll be like,
Auntie
Yes, please. Aya, see you on the other side of the break.